it's your girl Victoria and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and don't forget to hit that little subscribe button because I do post weekly. Now in today's video, I'm going to show you two DIYs. The first one is going to be for a neighbor of mine. She saw the video that I had posted last week. If you didn't see it, it will be posted in the description box below. And she wanted me to do something that will complement her table. She kind of did it similar to like I said, the table that I did, but she's just using different colors. So I ended up doing this DIY surrounding her color scheme. And then the second DIY is a mandala that I actually am going to recreate. I saw it on YouTube, and I will definitely leave the link in the description box for that video. So stay tuned. Okay everyone, so for this DIY, you're going to need paper towels or a newspaper to cover the area so that way it doesn't get messy. You're also going to need a paintbrush, decorative napkins. I chose flowers and butterflies since I am doing a spring theme. You're also going to need a wine bottle. I just got this at Michael's for $1.50. You're also going to need white acrylic paint for the base of the wine bottle when you're painting it. You can also get this at Michael's for 50 cents. And to top everything all off, once it dries, we are going to use Mod Podge. Okay, so what you're going to do first is you're going to put your wine bottle on your paper towel or newspaper and just already have the acrylic paint ready to be used. And just pick a spot wherever you want to stop. I'm going to stop painting maybe up to this line right here on the bottle, and I'm not going to bore you, so I'm just going to speed things up and do a fast forward paint scene. Now that the first coat is done, I'm just going to let it sit, and then I'm going to go back in with a second coat. So now what I'm going to do is, the white paint has finally dried. Again, 2 layers of it. And I already pre-cut the design out of the napkin, the ones that I picked out. Unfortunately, it wasn't around the entire napkin, so I only had to cut the square. So now what I'm going to do is just take it, put it up against the bottle, and take my Mod Podge and just put it all over. Now it's okay if, you know, it starts out all white and kind of cakey, but again, it does eventually dry clear. So I just got done Mod Podging the napkins all over the bottle, and I think it came out nicely. My neighbor does like butterflies, and she also likes vintage, so I tried to collaborate both in this piece. And on top of that, once it is done, I suggest that you let it dry overnight. So that's what I'm going to let it do. And on top of that, I am going to add my own personal little touch with a butterfly clip that I found at the dollar store with some adhesive tape on the back to secure it. And there you go. I know she'll definitely appreciate it, and it definitely will be on the center of her table. Okay, so for this next DIY, what you're going to need is gold foil, cardstock paper with any design that you want. Make sure when you do print out the design, it has to be laser ink. You also need parchment paper, scissors, and of course a laminator. Now I must remind you that this will be a very hot DIY. Once it comes out of the laminator, you are going to want to let this sit on the side a little bit just for it to cool down. Okay, so now I have my parchment paper ready. Make sure you have it long enough to the point where you can fold it over. and I already have my image on top. And then what I did was I already have my gold piece ready, and you just put it on top with the gold part facing up towards you, and you just close it. So now what I'm getting ready to do is run it through my laminator. So now that it's finally out, we're going to let it cool for about 20 minutes. Okay, so now that it's been 20 minutes, the picture has finally had a chance to cool down. Now, you're not able to see this, but I can definitely see at least the outline of the picture, and I'm just going to slowly remove the foil from the picture. Oh, this actually came out really gorgeous. Yeah, no. I may have to do one for the dining room now. Okay. And this is the final outcome of what it looks like. Now, I don't know, I may color the inside of it, I may not, but I actually think it's cute. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pair it with a gold frame just to, you know, pull in all the gold together. I'm going to let you all see that in a minute. Okay, everyone, so I finished cutting out the mandala, and what I ended up doing was pairing it with a white piece of paper on a gold frame that actually was black that I spray painted. I personally think it looks nice. The white definitely makes the gold pop, but I also wanted to give my neighbor a choice, and so I'm leaving her an extra piece of the gold foil just in case if she wants an all gold theme for her table. Okay, everyone, hopefully my neighbor does enjoy this vintage and gold Easter theme she asked me to do for her dinner table. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed. Happy Easter, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you next week.